Classic Truck Rescue. Welcome back to the channel, folks. A lot of people remember my good friend Adam Bany. He has credentials when it comes to welding. I know how to weld. I can make metal stick together, but he knows what he's doing. So when Arccaptain asked me to do a product review on their new MIG 200 welder, I said yes, I'd be glad to do that. But to be honest with you folks, you know the thing, it's been about 10 years since I was seriously building stuff. I just got a roof over my head again, and my welder has a lot of dust on it. I just saw it yesterday. It does have a lot of dust on it. I thought, well, we'll give it a shot. Adam's been perusing the owner's manual, and he probably knew a lot more about it than I did before he even read that. But I thought we'd just watch Adam, and maybe I'll learn something today.
Sounds good to me.
And I appreciate you coming over.
Absolutely.
I have a gift for you. Stay right there. I know it's not much, and I know your time is valuable, but I'm going to give you a gallon of our classic truck ranch blackberry honey.
Awesome.
From right here on the ranch. That's for you, buddy.
Girlfriend will love it too.
Right on.
All right. Well, we'll start hooking stuff up.
All right, I'm going to put you guys up here, and I'll just watch Adam, and we'll watch him put this thing together. Hopefully, Adam, you can explain some, they didn't have this stuff when I was welding. This thing takes batteries and stuff. I'm used to, so maybe you can help me with a little guidance here. I took the liberty of unboxing everything. Adam's time's valuable, especially his free time. So I thought I'd save the time. But this is everything that comes in the kit. And does it look like we have everything we need?
Yep, I think so. Yep.
The people at Arccaptain sent me a really nice pair of welding gloves, a helmet, and 2 different types of wire, solid core and flex core wire. And is that a battery?
That's probably a battery for your helmet, yeah.
Okay.
So
I stopped when I saw that.
We're going to use the solid core wire instead of the flex core wire. So we're going to hook up a 75-25% argon to CO2 bottle for the solid core MIG wire.
I mean, I'll need to get one of those, right? So
Yeah.
I'll start making a list while you're doing this of the things that I need to get.
Okay.
We'll be right back, folks. So what have you done so far, Adam? I know you got this plug here in this tank.
Yeah, so we've got the gas hooked up. So I've got a regulator and my gas tank I brought from home.
Mm-hmm.
And actually we can open it up and see where we're at. So it's at, my tank's low. I'm just about out.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's plenty. Now you can have to buy a new one. I go through them so fast at home. Okay. So,
And he plugged it in, obviously.
So when you get your regulator in your tank, this will be the same hose. This will be that hose. Yours is quite a bit longer, which is nice. A longer hose. And then we're going to set up our leads on the front now. And this shows you several different ways to do it. Set up for TIG, for your flux core. This is for the MIG gas. And they are different. So we'll set it up for this one here.
What do you like best?
Gas. When I very first started welding at home, a youngin, I used
You're still a youngin.
Use flux core, and the downside with the flux core is it just is not a pretty weld, and you got to knock off.
It's messier, huh? Yeah.
It's like kind of like welding as a stick weld. Kind of looks like a stick weld.
Okay. We're gonna do it Adam's way, because one thing I have learned about learning is the first time you learn to do something, you tend to stick with that method. So we're just going to have him set it up the way he would like it and watch what he does.
And then when you ever want to change anything, so you're set up to where you could TIG weld. Yeah. It's been a long time since we've done video together.
Oh, you need a tool, some kind of apparatus.
Yeah, and this is not necessarily the right thing, but it might work. Kind of working.
You're getting it.
These would be handy too. Get yourself a pair of whelping pliers.
Whelping pliers.
That's these guys here. These are made for MIG welding.
What do you use those
for? You can get them at Harbor Freight, or you can get them at the welding store.
What do you use them for?
So this guy right here is to cut welding wire. Usually if you end up with a bury, or if you're respooling, putting a new wire in there, or...
It's a multi-tool for welding.
Yep.
Okay.
This guy right here. Let's see how this come off.
Did you find the little package I had that had one of those in it? Oh, here you go. I don't know what any of that is. No, I'm imagining that's for different sized wires, right?
Yeah. How's this come off? Oh.
Reverse thread?
Might be reverse thread. Well, it's not really a thread. It's
oh, more of a push on? Okay.
Yeah, it's push on. But anyway, so this little guy here is usually for these tips.
Oh.
And it's a little sloppy, but you can still get a hold of them, rotate them. You can also do the same on this main part here, which if you need to replace these, that's your gas, where your gas comes out.
Okay.
So you can do that too here.
Is that this?
Yep. See, that's nice. You have a replacement there, and you have replacement nozzles too. So, and then this one's usually for these nozzles also.
And you said you can get that at Harbor Freight? They have a decent one?
They're not bad. This one, particular one's from a welding store. I've had it forever. Those should have handles on them.
Those just get in the way.
Off, fall off and you lose them. But yeah, these are handy compared to a regular set of side cutters or just regular pliers.
I have a pair of needle noses that the handle slid off, so I used some Gorilla Tape on it. Now every time I use it, I get a handful of glue. I was just using it yesterday. Adam got that cap off of there.
Finally. Okay, so MIG gas are going to set up. The lead is going to come up here in this top left. So you just want to make sure those all line up.
Yeah, that's a busy thing right there.
Yeah.
So my old Lincoln's not anything like this, right?
Lincoln, no, they're
it's just a wire feed welder.
Yeah, they do have a positive and a negative, and you can switch them similar to this one. You switch polarity depending on if you're running flux core or gas. And I don't exactly know why you switch the polarities in them.
That was my next question. Why do you usually anytime you start switching polarity, there's problems and lights go dim.
with as much welding as I do, I probably should know that, and I don't.
Yeah. Folks, you'll have to forgive us today. The lights are doing some weird stuff. The RoadHouse Garage is not finished yet. It's on temporary electric, and I ran the good electric to this for Adam's product review, and we're using the sketchy electric for the RoadHouse Garage. You know, RoadHouse Garage is really a good name because how many garages can say they've made a road trip?
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yours literally has.
Yeah. It went through the traffic circle in Malala. Aerial film at 11.
There, so we're all set up.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, we got your ground.
What's going on here?
And
do you know what that's all about?
No, it's a connection.
It's an option, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything is set up except for your lift TIG. Everything's set up that way. Spool gun utilizes this guy here. So we won't need to worry about that. So the next thing we're going to do, though, now that the lead or whip, whatever you want to call it, is hooked up, or ground is hooked up, we're going to get, oh, you know what? You got a little tool for that.
Tetanus junkies, I get it. I just got your t-shirt.
Yeah, it's
We like rust.
where I work, yeah. It's funny, it's my boss had some good t-shirt ideas.
Oh, that's the name of the place where you work?
No, I work,
Oh.
this is where I work.
Brusso's
Coachworks.
Coachworks.
We're out in Estacada. But he had, this is kind of during COVID, so he had some clever ideas.
Oh, I got you.
So I got a handy dandy tool here for, as needed.
Different size tips.
And that actually worked better than my old welders did for that. So what I like to do is take tip out and put a wire in. That way that tip, or the wire's coming through, it doesn't have to try and all of a sudden, you know, it could hit this edge.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
It's easier. I've just always done that.
Oh.
All right.
You guys, we're going to learn a trick today. Okay, let's see what you're doing over here.
So we've got the lead set up, the welding lead set up on this top left side of the welder. We've got the ground in the bottom right here, and these are supposed to connect here. On my little old Lincoln inside, they're set up a little differently, and this is where you can swap that polarity. On the outside, the nice thing with this is on the outside, it's almost a quicker, you don't have to get inside. You just do it out on the outside and the front. So I like that. So now we'll get started on getting some wire in here. So we've got two boxes here. One of flux core wire and one of solid core wire. So you just want to see what you have. You have flex core, and that's the way you want to go. These will be set up per the instructions for flex core. We're set up for the solid wire and gas.
Okay.
Now you can also run gas on flex core. I've never done it, but you can do it.
Okay, but we're not doing that today,
We're not
right?
doing that today. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put the gasless flex cord welding wire away.
Yep.
Okay. But they did send that. Thank you, Arccaptain.
Okay, there's our wire.
A whole bunch of it, huh?
A bunch of wire. All right, and this is where your beginning of your wire is. So I usually like to try and leave it in here until I'm ready to hook things up.
Also, it doesn't go spoing.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so you can see how the wire comes up from the bottom. You can also flip it over where it goes over the top. And your welder here, it looks to me like it's going to be underneath.
Bottom,
and you want that to kind of be straight so it runs straight through. So we're going to set it up to where it's rolling through the bottom. So now I hang on to this loose wire, the beginning of it here. I hang on to it with my fingers just so it doesn't do the boing. We'll trim off the end. I'll start to feed it through. You want to make sure your rollers are open. One more thing we want to check before I get too carried away here is see what we have for rollers. Yeah. So we have 0.030 wire right now. So you want to match your rollers up to that.
Are they marked?
They are, yeah. 0.023 is the smallest. I don't know if it's the smallest wire, but that's the smaller wire. And then you've got 0.030 and then 0.045. There may be different variations, but I typically use 023 at work and home. We're going to use 030 today.
Okay.
See, there's a K also, which is squiggly. This may be for aluminum, for push-pull setup.
Adam and I figured out the numbers are for millimeters on these drive wheels that they give you, but you can convert 0.30 is 0.08 millimeters.
So we have a So we have a 0.08 drive roll wheel here, and one that's up here already is also a 0.08.
Which is fine for our...
on one side and 0.09. So all you'd have to do here, so you flip the 0.08 inward, because that's our 0.030 is what that calculates out to, and that's what size
so it
this
drives
wire
on
is.
the inside groove.
Yep.
Okay.
So then if you happen to buy 0.035 wire, you just simply pull this wheel, pull this lock loose. This springs up, and you just slide the wheel off, and you flip it around to 0.09 in, and that's set up for your 0.035 inch wire.
Sweet. You can get there from here, folks.
All right, so we have wire started. I like to feed it through
as far as you can.
Yeah, partially, just so it doesn't have to try and fight anything out here.
Do you need me to pull this trigger?
We will have to. I think we're good. Okay. We'll have to turn it on. I haven't plugged it in and turned it on yet.
Okay.
But we are good enough here to set up, and we can plug her in.
There's no reason why that should have went dim when you plugged it in, because nothing was on. Oh, he already fired it up. Which button did you push?
Just push it
Adam?
right on the back. You got your on-off switches in the back. This is really cool that I don't have on my welder, is a light to be able to see what you're doing.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That I don't have. That's pretty nifty.
Where's that on it? Oh, there it is.
Top left here.
Power switch. All right. Are you going to pull that?
Yeah.
You know, Jamie likes to pull these clear things off.
I am a stickler for leaving them on until they start to tear off. I don't know why, but that's my thing. Totally up to you.
It shall be so. It shall be so, Adam. We will do that. I don't want to get any messed up mojo going by pulling that thing off when Adam doesn't like to do that. So we're gonna leave that baby on there till we can barely see through it, folks.
Now we're gonna go ahead and stretch the lead out. When I replace wire or put new wire in a machine, I like to stretch the lead out to try and keep it.
Oh, keep it from kinking on you. Yeah.
Or what they like to call bird's nesting. Also, I'm going to turn the gas off. I need to waste gas while you're setting this up, and it doesn't waste a bunch of gas. Now that's a pretty cool feature. I noticed. I had a
variable speed.
Yeah, so when it's not running gas and you're holding it like this and it's not welding, it picks up speed to help you.
Wow.
Re-spool.
That's cool.
There we are.
Sweet.
So now we will.
It's been fed, folks.
Put a tip in.
And it's a handy spot to have that wrench right inside the.
Yeah, and you don't have to overly
panel.
tighten it either. Don't overly tighten. No reason to overly tighten anything. This guy just slides on. You're ready to rock and roll.
We need some metal.
Yeah, we need some metal. I've got a little test piece I brought with me, just some scrap piece if we want to start looking at beads on there.
We're going to start looking at some beads on Adam's scrap metal, and we'll be right back, folks. So Adam's been explaining to me that this welder is equipped with some kind of a system that it's intuitive, I guess. What would you
some sort of intuitiveness with it, yeah. I have not on the older welders that I haven't had that yet, so this is new to me. But we're definitely going to see what it does.
Can you read that part of this so that the viewers can understand?
So, the book says, Synergic or separated. There are two MIG, MAG welding modes, Synergic and separated, for welding specification adjustment. So here's the Synergic. Current and voltage settings vary with different welding wire, welding diameter, and gas, and also at the same time welding current. Wire feed speed and Synergic voltage may differ. The welder will automatically match a preset current and welding voltage, and users can adjust the inductance to the standard position according to the process requirements. So it will.
I'm glad you're doing this, Adam.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds to me like it'll kind of do what it needs to do. It sounds really.
It sounds to me like AI has gotten into our welders.
I think so.
But isn't that the crux of the whole welding thing? That's the ultimate goal, is to get the right heat for the material that you're adding and the material that you're adding it to.
Yep.
Right?
I think it makes it welder friendly, and from the sounds of it, it helps make a weld look better.
I'm kind of excited about this.
Yeah. And I believe this welder is an inverter. So newer welders now, newer technology, they're an inverter. So it takes less electricity out of the wall to to make a hotter, bigger weld, thicker weld.
Good. Well, we got you plenty of electricity. The shop doesn't have any, but you've got plenty.
Okay, so I have parameters started on the welder here. So before the Synergic was set up, according to the panel, is a good starting spot on the panel to go through. It's a little confusing, but yet it's still pretty simple.
There's kind of a guide.
Yeah, so the top right here is set up to where if you have no gas, it's DCEN. Gas is DCEP.
Okay.
So just in simplicity here, here's your DCEP here. Everything in white. So here we've got 75-25 argon and CO2. So if you look here inside the door here, you've got argon and CO2. You come over here and see that you've got your welding wire size options. We're running 030, so we're going to weld with argon, CO2, 030. You come over in this area here, this is your gauges of metal that you're working with. We're going to shoot for 19. This is roughly 18 gauge. We're going to run with the 19 start.
That's pretty close. And Adam was saying he liked the light for when you're in here changing stuff. I like that too.
Yeah. So and this digital is new to me too, instead of just having a full mechanical
Where you
dial.
just point the arrow at.
Yeah.
Adam's got us all set up over here. Anytime you're welding something, there's a little bit of just kind of messing around to see where you're going to get the best bead and all that. He's at that point right now, but he's going to give me a hand with my helmet and show me how that works, because I'm not used to a helmet that's got buttons and stuff.
So now, contrary to me leaving plastic things on buttons,
You're going to go ahead and take them off.
This you want to take off.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Holy cow, my helmet's got better teeth than I do.
Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
This probably comes apart so that you can actually get that plastic out. But for now,
What's that?
peel that one off too. So this is your inner lens. Just peel
There's
that
an
off.
inner and a
Yeah,
outer?
there's an inner lens that slides right inside here, and that protects your screen on the inside.
Oh. It's got a nice paint job.
Yeah.
Probably a wrap.
It is cool, the types of wraps and whatnot that they do on helmets these days, rather than just a plain black one.
Yeah, I remember it was just a gray thing with a green box on the front of it. It flipped up and down.
So I just slid the lens in from the top here. There's a groove on each side that slides down into, and it's in there.
Gotcha.
So it's nice and clear now. And now we can put your battery in. Battery goes in right here, on this side here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So you have a battery in there now. I wonder if it takes
Huh.
one or two.
Maybe it's a spare battery.
Oh, it's on.
Huh.
It blinked. I put.
So it comes with a spare battery.
Yep.
That's awesome.
His size is. Well, I guess it'd be easier to read your spare.
Where is my spare? Oh, it's up.
Looks like a 2450.
Of course, they've got it upside down in there and in a separate bag. You're younger than me. A lot younger.
It is a 2450. So that's a standard size battery you can buy anywhere, Ace, anywhere else.
And these are spare lenses?
And those are your spare lenses. So
That's awesome.
larger one. There's your outer one, of course. So and you take it apart inside here. So actually, we could take that out if you want to see that. We can figure that out.
Take what out?
That whole piece will come out.
Oh,
So it gets
wow.
Your inner lens. So you just pull these locks right here. You slide these locks to the inside. This whole thing's loose now. Attach on top. Oh, you just rotate it, tip it, and those come out. Okay, so now you have the whole thing to where you can get to your lenses now if you needed to too. So now you can get to this front lens, and we'll take that loose so that we can get the rest of that plastic off.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Now we're good to go. Put it all back together.
So I don't have to flip this one?
No more flip-flops.
Wow. Sweet.
Good to go.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you have a whole bunch of settings on the outside.
Yeah, I saw that. This scared me.
So these, your shade here, will be, there's actually two sets of numbers here. So there's a 5 here and a 9.
Mm-hmm.
So it's lower number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, and a 9 here.
Mm-hmm.
That's flip over. You can use that for grinding. So you turn the welder dark mode off, and you can just grind with it. It won't go dark.
Oh, for eye protection? I'm not doing that. That's why God gave me goggles.
Perfect. There you go.
Mm.
That's an option. And the newer helmets at mine at work has the same thing, but I don't ever use it. I use a face shield.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do that with that. So right now it's in grind mode. So I'll flip it over into welding mode.
There you go.
And for what we're doing on sheet metal, I usually stick with being around 9 or 10. We're going to run about 9.
Okay.
See how you do with that. You have a delay that's, I'm not sure what the SM and F mean, but I'm going to guess that's short, medium, and full, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what? They did give me an instruction manual with that.
Slow, I'd probably be slow, medium, and fast.
Okay. And you get cool decals too.
We're gonna put it, if it is the F means fast, we'll put it on fast. And that just means how quick.
I've got this, what?
Means how quick the welding helmet will respond to as soon as you strike an arc.
Oh, I bet you're right.
I always want it on as fast as it'll go for me. Just
Yeah.
and you're not exposing your eyes to any more than you have to.
Well, I think you're right about it.
Oh, there it is right there, delay time. So the delay times for the short, I think it's short, medium, and fast.
Okay.
So for the fast one would be a tenth of a second, 0.1 second. Medium's 0.4 half a second, and then the slow is 0.8, almost a second, which I don't know why you would want to do that.
No, that's exposing yourself repeatedly,
Yeah,
right?
So, yeah, well, I would keep it on the quickest.
Okay. And is there an on and off so you're not draining the battery?
I don't believe so. It has a test right here, so you can test your battery. So you can click test and make sure it goes dark and go back light. I think they kind of go dormant when you're not using them.
That goes to sleep.
To sleep, yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually,
most modern things do.
You know, you have to put a new battery in. But sensitivity is how quick it adjusts to the light. So you can adjust it quick enough to where it will go dark if you aim it at. If you aim it at the sun, how's that? It's a lot brighter. It may not go with how dark the lights are in here right now. Your brighter lights, it might. When it goes dark.
Okay.
Like if you're in a spot where the lighting is low, you may want the sensitivity up higher, so that once you strike an arc, you want the lens to go back to normal so you can see what you're doing. And sometimes if it's too sensitive, after you're welding and the lights are too bright, it'll stay dark until you like move your head away or make something darker in front of it so it'll kick off. So anyway, we should be.
That baby's good to go.
Good. Yep, we'll put your sensitivity in the middle for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are ready to see where the welder's set up. So right now, very first setup was setting the welder, turn the welder on, setting it up. So I have no idea where we're going to be for sure. But off the door in here, I've got a 16.5 volts for a 19 gauge wire. One thing I do like to do as a general rule of thumb, finishing setting up here with the wire. Make sure you're nowhere near the ground, but I will run the wire through my fingers. I will pull the trigger, stay away from the ground, and I will run it, and I will back off. This is spring loaded here.
Hold on.
Lock. This lock on the top here where the wire runs through, this is spring loaded, and it's a dial, so you can back off the dial.
How much tension is on the
Yeah,
wire?
it's the tension to the wire itself, and I like to have it slip just a little bit. See how it's starting to slip?
Yeah.
You see it slippy there in my fingers. You can see the welding roll not move. Also want to set a little tension on your roll,
Mm-hmm.
so the wire doesn't decide to go crazy. There's some more. Yeah, see how it's not moving?
Mm-hmm.
So now we'll go and start putting some tension to it. There. And I like to do that because that keeps...
That seems like a pretty delicate balance you got going there.
If you, what's called freeze the tip. So if you end up welding the wire to the tip, in here gives you a little freeze
So you're not
spool.
jamming everything up.
Yeah, so you don't want bird's nest the
Yeah.
wire in here and then have
I've
to take
experienced
it all apart
that.
and start over.
That's a lot of fun, that bird's
so
nest thing.
I like to adjust, make sure that's adjusted pretty soft.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think we can go ahead and see what it will do.
Oh, I like the way this helmet fits.
Yeah,
I like that.
This older helmet of mine, none of this is flexible. You have an extra kind of cushion. And
Yeah, it's got a little thing for the back of my head.
which is pretty cool.
Can they see it back there? But it cradles the back of my skull. Like that's not
pretty cool.
going anywhere. I like that.
All right.
I like this. Yeah, it goes dark immediately.
All right, we got gas.
Wow.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Wow. That's nice.
Let's just set up just right. Flip the switch.
That was your
Set up
first
this- yep.
whack. That was his first whack. Holy cow. This was his first attempt. First bead he laid down. Look at that. Oh, man. I'm impressed.
I want to stitch and see what it does.
Okay. Get your stitch on, Adam.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Wow.
There's a stitch. That looks really good.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it welds really nice.
It helps
And
to have a welder in the house.
And we're not even on the Synergic mode. So I think we should switch over to the Synergic. I'm kind of curious of what it does.
Oh, let it figure it out?
Yeah.
All right. I'm game. Adam's going full auto.
This mode shows you a stick, TIG, MIG with a spool gun.
Oh,
for
yeah.
aluminum.
It's got little diagrams.
Yep, so you can buy that attachment. And
Yeah, they
it'll be a
said-
new lead. It should probably be a new lead, or it attaches onto here. But it'll be, I believe it'll have the wire up in the spool gun.
Well, Adam, I think you're helping me get that attachment right now. I was threatened with a good time with accessories if you did a good job.
Awesome. So we're setting MIG, and then in the Synergic mode, we still have a little bit to learn here, but we are set up with our gas, and it already knows that we have 030 wire in it,
Wow.
which is cool. So we're on 18 volts. I think to begin with, that's where it set itself up. I want to drop back down to 16 and a half again, I think.
Okay.
Maybe I can't do that. From here. Let's see.
There you go.
It let me roll back, but it was in increments of tenths.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's set at 16. I think I am going to try and get to 16 and a half.
That's it, right?
Okay, so we're 16 and a half. This is its own amperage setup in our Synergic mode, so we'll see what it does.
16 and a half volts
Yeah, we're still at 16 and a half volts, so that's how I had it set up when we
and
were at
75 amps.
So amperage on my older welder, wire speed is in amperage. Where this has it set up in here, it shows it as amperage. When we were not in the Synergic mode, it shows it in inches per minute.
Wow.
So they might have to kind of understand or learn both numbers. But all right, let's see what happens. About the same thing.
Wow. That's impressive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good penetration.
Plenty. About to blow through, really.
Yeah.
Probably can turn it down from there.
Let me give it a rip.
Yeah,
Adam.
absolutely.
I should probably wear my Arccaptain welding gloves. I love this helmet. I love it. That was my hardest part of welding, is the...
Yeah. And if it seems too bright, don't hesitate to darken, turn it to... Turn it on even.
That wasn't very good, was
This
it?
one wasn't bad. It takes some getting used to being
It was my
closer.
first whack.
Yeah, so you too far away probably. So I would get...
I need to trim that.
Yeah, we'll trim that off. And I would try and keep your nozzle about a quarter,
closer?
a quarter to half inch away, probably closer to the quarter if you can.
That was better, huh?
Yeah, that's good. Sounds good.
Oh, I love it.
Awesome. That's a great looking weld.
You start my cable on fucker. That's awesome.
that's
well, all right. Well, that seemed pretty straightforward, huh, Adam?
Yeah, it's a great little welder.
I'm happy with it. It's super easy. That was the first bead I've laid in over 10 years, and the second one.
The second looks just like mine.
And we didn't show them my second one, did we? So that's my first one, and that's my second one. Not bad for a second one. All of Adam's look good, but
The only difference.
he's a welder.
The only difference with your first one and second one, I would say, was speed.
Yeah.
You're a little too fast here,
And it was
then
too far
wire
away.
stick out's a little too long. Yep.
Yeah.
And you can usually hear the wire stick out if it's
Look
too
at
long.
that, those are beautiful. Wow. I mean, that, to me, welds like that, not that one, not the one on the right, but welds like that are more than acceptable for any work I'm doing.
Great penetration.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, one thing I do want you to help me with before you take off. My first project, Adam, is going to be to repair this. Not this one. This is the one we're using for parts. But this is the heater box where your heater goes for my 79 Z28 Camaro. As you can see, the bottom's rusted completely out of it. I have another one. And they're super hard to find. So this is deal, 79 Z28s and Trans Ams. I almost put my hand on that. Z28s and Trans Ams, most of them had air conditioning. Because if you bought a Trans Am, you were upgrading a Firebird. If you bought a Z28, you were upgrading a Camaro. So it was rare to have one without air conditioning. These boxes are different if you have air conditioning and if you don't, as far as the heater core. I have a brand new heater core. I got this box, which is in much better shape than mine. It's got one little hole right there. So that makes this a guinea pig.
Yep.
The piece we probably want to save off of this one is this area right here, because it's got the same kind of contour. But I was thinking maybe we could try welding a couple of welds away from that area on this, like even right here.
Sure.
And just have it set up so I know what the perfect setting up is for that, and then I can repair my heater core.
Yep. This looks thinner than 18. I would say this is 19 or 20. So we may drop the voltage from here to hopefully keep from blowing through.
Yeah. But it's not the end of the world if we blow through on that one. Do you want to use this, Adam?
Oh, sure. I should try.
It's neat.
Yeah.
It's neat. If I welded for a living, I think I'd have to have one. Maybe Arccaptain could send me another one for this welder who took time out of his precious day off to come over and help me explain this welder.
There you go. I'm going to adjust these a little tighter. That helps the helmet stay up higher. Usually you could flip them down. This one will probably do it too. I tend to just do them by hand.
If I don't have to do all of this, I'm good with putting my helmet down.
There you go. We'll see. I think this is bare, so we'll try it here. I dropped
so you
it
got
down.
15 volts
I
now.
dropped it down to 15. It did not change the amperage, so we'll see what that affects.
All right.
Maybe it'll affect it after it strikes an arc.
Okay.
I do like the nice clear. You have
Yeah.
clear in here.
That's amazing, isn't it?
My older Miller helmet had kind of a greenish tint to it. This is nice and clear.
Yeah, and it dims immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what
that's
we got
fine
going
at 75 amps.
Looked like you were doing some welding there. Oh yeah, and that's super thin metal.
And on the thinner stuff, it's not going to be completely pretty always.
Yeah.
I usually try to stitch in sheet metal to try and keep my heat down.
Yes.
If you try a continuous weld on an edge or real
No, I'll stitch my whole repair. The good part is this goes up under the dashboard, so a little flat black, but I still want it to look decent. And I think this is perfect. 15 volts and 75 amps.
So another thing that helps, it could help a lot of other people too, is when I weld sheet metal, it's kind of self-taught hack that I use air compressed air, and I will cool my weld from the backside. So when doing it, I just
stitch and cool.
So much, yeah, it helps so much in keeping the warpage down.
Yeah.
You can't really hammer and dolly on MIG welds because they're so hard. They're not really set up for it. They get brittle and they'll crack, or the metal will crack right next to the weld.
Okay. Man, I appreciate. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
This is awesome.
I appreciate you coming over here and showing me how to use that, and I'm going to be able to finish my part on my Camaro. And as soon as I have that fixed, they have to take it down to the paint shop and paint her up pretty.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I want to thank Adam Bany for coming out today and showing us all about the Arccaptain and how to use my newfangled helmet, and taking time out of his day to do that. We'll definitely make it up to you, buddy. And Adam and I will be going back to work on our boomer project. We both had a lot going on in our lives. There's a big shop on the Classic Truck Ranch now, so it doesn't have to be cluttering up Adam's life, and he can come over here and work on it at his leisure. And also, I still have a truck for Adam somewhere around here. So anyway, Classic Truck Rescue, thanks for coming along for this product review. This will help us get more done around here. Peace out.